This is an exclusive experience. In other words, in other words, you cannot buy these tickets. The only way to get in is to win them.
So it is tomorrow's KRBE exclusive event at the Rustic Downtown with Wallows, and we've got 5 chances today for you to win these tickets: 8 a.m., 11 a.m., 2 p.m., 5 p.m., and 7 p.m. And right now is your chance: 713-390-KRBE. We are looking for you to get the next group of tickets. It's a pair of tickets, and we're looking for you to enjoy yourself. It's going to be really fun. It's a Q&A. It's a private performance. It's going to be great. Wallows. So we've got your chance right now. Let's go. Let's see what we get on the phones. In the meantime, I want to share with you guys, as people are planning their travel, the best tourist attraction in the world is here in the United States. It is a U.S. landmark. What do you guys think it is?
The Grand Canyon.
Statue of Liberty?
Yeah. Ooh.
What else? No and no. Y'all are wrong.
The
what else?
biggest ball of yarn.
Disney World.
The Corn Palace. No, kidding. No, not Disney.
Houston, Texas.
Disney's not a U.S. landmark.
I mean, just
No.
yeah,
I mean,
basically.
It does seem like that.
We want it to be, but it's not an actual
the
U.S.
Alamo?
landmark. No.
Okay, a
For
landmark.
number one in the world?
Never mind, just go.
All right,
Okay.
what is it?
It is the Empire State Building. Oh my God, I forgot to give you a hug. Remember that in Elf when he's in the elevator and he hits all the buttons? Oh, I forgot to give you a hug. The Empire State Building, y'all, is the number 1 tourist attraction in the world.
It's true. When I used to work in New York, every time we'd have family visit, they had to go there.
Yeah.
Everybody wanted to go visit the Empire State Building.
Probably about 4 times. Every single trip that we took to New York, whether it be with the high school or the middle school or my parents or my uncle and aunt, every time. We have to go.
So the observation
I've
deck.
never even been there.
I've only done it one time. Of all the times I've been in New York,
It
I've only
smells
wasted my
weird.
time once.
Yeah, I've never even done it, and I
it's
lived
an
on the
old
East
building.
Coast.
It's almost a 100-year-old building. So the coolest thing ever, when I was working at this radio station in New York, our transmitter was on top of the Empire State Building. Now, the observation deck, I believe, is on the 84th floor.
Right. You can go higher.
But if you see, at the very top, there's a glass spire. I went all the way up to the very, very tip top on the antenna.
Gives me
And you hung
vertigo.
off like King Kong.
Like King Kong, yeah, I was hanging there. No, but I mean, it's interesting. It's worth seeing.
The 10 best attractions in the world list came out. Number 1 is here, Empire State Building. Other attractions, as it runs down: Abu Dhabi's largest mosque is number 10. The Milan Cathedral is number 9. I feel like I have to click that link because there are a lot of cathedrals in Milan. A lot of Duomos in Milan.
Duomos,
It says
yes. Another Duomo.
Another one. There's another one. The Gardens by the Bay, a nature park in Singapore, is the 8th biggest tourist attraction in the world. The Louvre in Paris is number 7. That's where you can find the Mona Lisa and many works of art. The Colosseum in Rome is number 6. Have you ever been there before?
Yep.
So the Colosseum in Rome, the thing that throws you if you've never gone is when I went, Kevin, they had a lot of construction going on, and you don't get on you kind of walk these
Do you walk on the floor?
catwalks. There were catwalks where you could go over it and to look down. Did you do that when you went?
Yeah, you can look down and there's like skeletons and stuff down there.
There's not skeletons.
Dead bodies.
No, but
they're not, but that's where they were waiting to be
There was a
gladiators, be
network.
eaten by lions.
A
network
of
yeah.
tunnels underneath
Yeah.
the floor of the Colosseum.
Because think what the Roman Colosseum was. It was a
True.
giant sporting event. What was the sport? Gladiators killing each other,
Or getting eaten by the
or you're
lions.
eaten by lions. It was the craziest blood
Good
sport
times.
ever. That's number 6 on the list. The Cayman Islands hold the number 5 spot for the best tourist attraction in the world. It is the Crystal Caves in the Cayman Islands. I've never
Crystal
heard of
Caves.
them. The Crystal
I
Caves.
didn't do
in the
that
Cayman
one. I'd
Islands.
like that.
Number 4 is a church in Spain, the Sagrada Familia.
Oh man, that
Have you
place
seen
is
it?
incredible, and I think they are just finishing it up right now.
Oh, nice.
By Gaudí.
Okay.
That is his church, and it has taken 200 years plus to build
Whoa.
it.
Oh, my
And
gosh.
And that's the thing, Kevin. Like, if you ever go over to Europe, there are just so many amazing, amazing cathedrals. And I remember going on one of these tours, and I'm like, how did they build this? Well, they build them all using slave labor, basically. That's how they were able to make these things.
If you ever go to Barcelona, you
Yeah.
have to go to the Sagrada
Thanks for
Familia.
that fun fact.
I know. I mean, I'm sorry.
Because
Tippy downer.
Gaudí tried to utilize the lessons from nature to build this it's like a castle church. And if you go inside of it, you see these, instead of like big poles, they look like trees and branches holding up the ceiling.
Wow.
And he wanted to utilize those principles of nature. Like, how does nature hold it up? Well, he wanted to do the same kind of thing. So I think every spire is kind of different too, and has all these different.
When you went, was there tons of lines to get in there?
Yes, but you can set up a tour beforehand. Go to like, what's it, Viator, something like that. It's a tour. It's a tour site where you can.
Oh, is it really?
Set up Viator.
Okay. Yeah, if you look it up, Basilica de la Sagrada Familia. Oh my God, it's beautiful. Okay, that's the number 4
Huge.
biggest tourist attraction in the world. Number 3, the Anne Frank House in Amsterdam. I've never been to the Anne Frank House.
I think that would be really interesting.
Number 2, the Eiffel Tower, not the one in Vegas.
Yeah,
the one in
I was
Paris.
going to say that had to be on that list. Okay.
Yeah, Eiffel Tower is number 2.
fun. I took Faith to the very top, my daughter.
Yeah.
And when we were up there, some guy got down on one knee and proposed on top of the Eiffel Tower. And I was like, oh, that's got to be a great memory.
I still feel like when I went to Paris, it was March, and you'd think that spring break time it would have been really busy. It was not busy at all. I was at the top of the Eiffel Tower, me and 2 other people.
That's it?
That's it. There was 0 line to get up there.
Dang.
I don't know what was happening in the world. It was just the 3 of us, and how small the world is, we say all the time. I was doing morning radio on Q102 Philadelphia, WIOQ. When I went to the top of the Eiffel Tower, the other 2 people that were there with me, they asked me to take a picture of them, were from Philly.
Oh, wow. So they recognized
And I
you
was
from
like,
the
oh my
radio?
God, do you listen to Q102? They go, yeah. I go, oh yeah, I want you in the morning. They go, oh my God. And this is before we had our iPhones and cell phones that had their cameras that were so good. It was a real camera. I had to, can you take a picture of me if I take a picture of y'all?
Yes.
One of those. And of course, number 1, the Empire State Building.
No
Now,
pyramids on there?
no pyramids for the best
Sorry,
tourist attraction in the
Kev.
world. Now they also rank the top amusement parks in the world, and that's where Disney falls into the line. Kev,
Disney's number 1?
well, Disneyland, the number 1 in the U.S. is Dollywood. Actually,
Really?
Dollywood is number 1. Disney World is second.
Whoa.
The top spot went to let's see, hold on. Around the world, gave the top spot. Oh, okay. Around the world, Disneyland Paris is number 1. In the U.S., it's Dollywood.
Strange.
I didn't even know there was a Disneyland in Paris.
Oh yeah, Euro Disney. That was a big thing. They talked about what a fail it was, and then they've made it work out. There's that whole thing. Y'all made fun of me. I was watching Imagineering on Disney Plus, and it was about how Disney was created and how they do all the different castles. So they have one in, is it Shanghai? I believe there's one in Shanghai, and they've got the one in Paris. And I guess there's a lot of negative press about that one because people are like, "Oh, you stupid Americans and your large foods and your stupid rides." But people still-
rat. You stupid talking rat. You stupid talking rat.
Oh, because of Mickey Mouse?
Like,
Oh, I thought you meant
I was
Ratatouille.
thinking, that's what I was thinking
I
at
was
first.
thinking
I was like,
Ratatouille.
Ratatouille. I was like, that was just a movie, but no, you mean Mickey
Which, can we
Mouse. I got
sidebar
it.
for a second?
Ratatouille.
The
That's a
Ratatouille
cute
ride is at
movie.
Epcot in Disney World, Florida, and it is a fantastic ride if you are a big fan of the movie. I cannot get on board with the premise of this movie.
because
You
they're
guys
rats
Yeah,
making
it's just-
food.
Yeah, I think that's
because
why
the
it bothers
rats
you.
overtake the kitchen of this very
Because they're
famous
great
restaurant,
chefs,
and it
Roula.
is disgusting to me.
They are
It is
great chefs.
disgusting to me that this rat is living in this guy's hat, and he's like, "Oh my gosh, let me put some." Oh, this rat's crawling all over the pots, and I just can't. Y'all, ick.
The
whole
rat
thing
is
is
cute
ick.
looking. No,
No, I
it's
can't.
fine. It's
Because you know
fine.
what ruined me to death? When Enchanted came out with Patrick Dempsey and Amy Adams.
Yes.
And she goes from cartoon to real. And just like all the princesses, they talk to the birds. And the,
Oh, I
and the
remember
nice
that.
built their
Yeah.
dresses. The cockroaches come up through the pipes of the tub to help her clean his house.
Ew,
And all these
that.
rats and birds. And I am just like, get me out of here. I was like scratching like crazy. I was like, I am not. No. Ratatouille, not my Disney cartoon.
No.
Give me Beauty and the Beast all day. I'll talk about candlesticks dancing and wardrobes coming
That's
to life.
so funny. I think it's the cutest thing ever.
I just can't. Okay. I just can't, but I just had to put that out there. Okay. Wallow's winner. Let's go to that, ladies and gentlemen, at 713-390-KRBE, because it is Wallow's winning time. Hi, welcome to the Rule and Ryan Show. What's your name?
Hi, I'm Carly.
Carly. Congratulations. You are going to
Oh
the
my God.
exclusive
Oh my God.
private performance.
Oh, my God. The Wallows tomorrow night
Oh
at
my
the Restaurant in
God.
Town. You and a guest. Who are you taking, Carly?
I am going to be taking my mom.
Oh, my God.
Oh, so sweet.
How hard have you been trying to win these tickets? Was that your first go at it?
We have called maybe at least 1,000 times in the past couple days, so it is our life. Yeah, I'm actually on my
I hear mom in the background.
got through, so
Awesome.
Hey, put mom on
yeah,
the phone
I'm
real
so
quick.
excited.
I
Oh my
am
god.
so. What's your mom's name? Carly, what's your mom's name?
Susan.
Oh, Susan.
Susan.
Well, Carly and Susan, you guys have a fantastic time. You are in now. You got your access.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Hang on the line. We'll get your information off the air. The next chance for Wallows tickets, 11 a.m., then 2 o'clock, 5 o'clock, and 7 o'clock. Coming up next, we want to take your calls. So clear the lines about Wallows. If you're calling about Wallows, Carly got them for this hour. Don't be holding on thinking, well, maybe if they pick it up, they'll give me some. No, we're going to clear the lines because coming up next, we want you to call us at 713-390-KRBE if, unfortunately, you are divorced. But in that divorce, the one thing that you just cannot believe is what y'all fought over that is so dumb and petty. What is the pettiest thing you fought over in the divorce? 713-390-KRBE. We'll talk to you next on The Roula and Ryan Show.
4.1 KRBE. It's the Roula and Ryan Show. Our phone number is 713-390-KRBE. That is 713-390-5723.
We want to know from you whether it was your own relationship that came to an end and you guys fought over the pettiest of things. What is the pettiest thing that you fought over in the divorce? Or maybe somebody in your family. When we got that call about the Yankee candles, that was from somebody who worked in a law firm who said the goofiest thing she ever saw was the 6 Yankee candles they would not stop bickering
I think
over.
it's a control thing. You know, your marriage is over. This is one last thing that you get to have the final say-so over.
Yeah, but you're going to spend $40,000 with attorney's fees.
Some
fighting
people
over candles?
do,
Wild.
just because
Crazy.
they want to win.
Tracy is up first at 713-390-KRBE. Hi, Tracy. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
So this is about your divorce? Hello. Your divorce or somebody that you know?
It's my divorce.
Okay.
How long were you married before the end of the relationship?
Well, it took me 2.5 years to get divorced, but we were married for 8 years, and
Okay, so in 8 years, you've amassed a good amount of things in the house. So what was the pettiest thing y'all fought over?
it was a Fritz and Floyd fruit platter.
A fruit
It was
platter.
Of Fritz
'cause-
and Floyd.
yeah.
Do y'all know what Fritz and Floyd is?
No,
I don't know
not a
what that
clue.
is.
Fritz and
It's a-
Floyd is.
it's a-
Tell them.
Yeah, they make platters and glassware and
And some of
stuff
them are
you-
kind of
you know.
like kitschy, like cutesy for holidays, or
Is this like
Yeah.
something you would keep in like
Yeah.
your china closet or your china cabinet? Like, is it that fancy?
Well, I
like
have
a
it.
crystal?
it's not. No, it's not crystal.
It's not crystal.
It's just like porcelain plates.
It's like
Okay.
It's
yeah.
just a fruit platter. It's just a fruit
Is it
platter.
expensive?
I mean, it
Is this an
has fruit
expensive
around
brand?
the edges.
It was probably
And they
what, like
also
$40?
made, like,
How much was it, Tracy?
Probably, I don't know.
Okay,
it wasn't
so
expensive, like
this-
50,
this-
$50.
Platter. Did you guys get this as a wedding gift?
No, I bought it. 'cause I liked it.
What was so great about this platter that he fought you for this platter?
I think he thought I really liked it, so he wouldn't give it to me.
He wanted to hurt you.
What?
So wait, hold on. Tell me, did he who left the home? Like, did he take the platter with him, and then you realize it's not in the house anymore, or did you leave
No,
first?
I left.
Okay.
I left. And it was a battle really over the kids. It was a custody battle over the kids.
I'm sorry.
And money, I guess. He's like, okay, I'll give you the kids if you don't take my,
Fruit platter.
my retirement.
Oh wow!
But
And
that
then
was on the list of, things that I wanted because there's only a certain amount of things you can take because I was like, I need to get out of here.
yeah.
So, I didn't take that, but, that was kind of on the list of things that I wanted.
How long did y'all
from the
fight it
house.
out over the fruit platter?
Well, that was like a secondary thing. But, in the end, we did, 2.5 years. It was more of a custody battle. And then in the end, I'm like, I really want the fruit platter.
You wanted that fruit platter.
Did you get it though? Is the question.
Nope.
No.
He got the
he
fruit
got it.
platter.
After 2.5 years, and we did mediation, and it was like, is the fruit platter on the list of things I get?
How much money do you
No, I'm
think
like-
you spent
I
on this
said, okay,
divorce?
never mind.
How much money do you think you spent over the course of the divorce?
Probably about $15,000.
$15,000.
Wow. Because you have to have an attorney with everything you want to do, right? You have to go through an attorney to file it for the other person's attorney and then go back and forth that way, right? Don't you talk through lawyers? That's right.
Yeah.
That's why it's so expensive.
Actually, probably more than that because, my first attorney was probably not the best choice. And so
That's what people need to realize every time. And we spent so much money on our divorce, and ultimately the person,
not me and you,
me
or you
and my
Kevin,
ex-wife.
or- yeah,
Me and my
you
ex-wife.
your
Okay,
ex.
so when I got divorced, the person who profited the most was her lawyer, because every time you remember, lawyers are not your therapist. You don't call them complaining about things, because every time you call, it could be, say it's $350 an hour. Every phone call, immediately, there's $350 every time you make a phone call.
Wow.
And it adds up. And I mean, I was willing to give everything in the first place, and the lawyer just is the one that just sucked the savings dry.
Let's have a conference call, guys. We're going to have the clock on, and it has to be minimum 25 minutes.
Remember, anytime they answer an email, anytime they answer a phone call,
Well, usually it's like within
money.
10 minutes, I think, right? They give you like 10 minutes, and then they start
Well,
charging.
every lawyer's different,
Yeah.
but
Well, with
we're all
Adam
after one
Ramsey,
thing.
it's a free consultation,
Well, Adam is not
What's that number?
doing divorces. He's doing personal injury.
personal injury.
which may lead to a divorce.
It could.
Oh
it could.
my gosh. Go
It could.
sit. Go sit.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
I know a couple that got divorced because the husband got injured, and from his injury, it caused an addiction to painkillers.
Oh, okay.
The painkillers destroyed his marriage, his life, his job,
Oh, that's so sad.
and the wife. It's over because of the injury. Isn't that crazy? Okay, Kevin's up next. What's the petty? Not this Kevin.
Oh.
Kevin on the phone. 713-390-KRBE. What is the pettiest thing that you fought over in your divorce? Kevin, good morning. Hello.
Hello, Kevin. No.
Is that one of those things where they've lost signal, and then we're just hearing the air?
Or he muted
He's
himself.
Kevin.
This is where we start playing all the recorded hellos.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hello.
My name is George.
Hi, my name is George.
Why does that one always get me?
I don't know that one.
Kevin said,
Hello, handsome.
Kevin, all I know
morning,
from Amon
lover.
is that it was over a washer and dryer, which is not petty because
Yeah.
that's expensive. But I guess in the grand scheme of like your house and your cars, washer and dryers, they're not cheap these days. I'm shopping for one currently, and I just can't pull the trigger because I
Okay,
just
but
cannot
how
handle
much
expensive
money
they
are you spending with the lawyer to get that? You got to, like I said, a lawyer's retainer.
Look, the lawyer's attorney is very expensive. Some people will not divorce because of the cost of the divorce, right?
Right.
Very famously, Michael Jordan did not divorce his wife Juanita for a very long time because he would have had to give half his fortune to her. And in the end, she got $150 million, but he makes $400 million a year just off his Nike
Air Jordans.
Air Jordans.
Yeah.
So there was an article earlier this week about what people divorced over, like what drove them to the edge. Not exactly the petty things, but what drove them to the edge. We talked about the lady who divorced her husband because he screwed the jar lids on too tight, and she swore he did it on purpose to drive her crazy.
You did that on purpose.
Other people said divorced over giggling like crazy after he would fart. This woman was over it with the man
I
she
was not
married.
expecting that,
He would
Roula.
not stop flatulence crazy, and he'd
my God.
giggle like crazy afterwards. Another lady said he would wave the tissue in her face after he killed a bug.
Oh,
She divorced him over that
Yeah, some people have a real fear
because
of
she was
bugs.
she was so disrespected by the torture
Tissue.
of that because she was so scared.
Think
of
about it,
bugs.
Rolla. You hate cockroaches.
Oh God, I can't.
Could you imagine somebody like killing one and then waving the tissue with the dead bug?
No. Yesterday, I was really proud of myself, though. Kevin, you gave me that little bug zapper vacuum thing.
Yes.
And I'm going to tell you right now, I can't use it because when you suck it up,
You stay in there.
it stays in there, just crawls and tortures you. So I had the bug zapper thing there, but there was a dead cockroach in the garage, and I took a deep breath. I got 3 Clorox wipes, so I could not really feel it when I picked it up. And I picked it up and I threw it away.
And where'd you?
Really
But
proud.
here's one other thing. Where did you throw it?
I put it in the trash.
Well, let me tell you about that.
They smell.
No.
No, because I was
Uh,
taking the trash out, so
No,
now it's in the
no,
dumpster.
Let me tell you about that. Don't
What?
do that.
He
Okay.
crawled out.
No.
No, he was dead. Believe me, I heard
Nope.
the crunch.
Still no. When you kill them, they can have an egg sac
Okay, I've heard of
on
this.
them, and
Yeah.
they will propel that out, and then there will be more cockroaches. A
Please
lot
stop
more.
talking about this
So here's
word.
what you do.
I just can't.
You flush them.
You flush them.
No, I can't.
But she
flush
was already
Clorox
outside.
wipes.
She was already outside.
No,
Clorox
well then,
wipes.
She was
so
already
then shake
outside.
it out of it.
No,
Shake,
yeah.
shake the little
It's
bug out
fine.
of there.
It's fine.
I can't.
You're fine.
We're moving on from this. I
crawl
cannot talk
on
about
it.
Texas devil bugs like this, Kevin. You are throwing me upside down. I can't.
But yeah,
if we
throw-
were married, I would
throw-
divorce you if you didn't go pick
Right.
up
Throw 'em in the
cockroach.
toilet.
Okay, none of us are getting
Poop 'em down.
divorced at all. Let me just state that right
No.
now.
No.
But if you were to split with your mate, what is one item that you would not?
Part with.
Yes.
That's a good question, Sam. What is the one thing I'd fight over?
Like
that's
mine
so
would be
petty?
Misty, 100%.
Your dog.
But that's
Yes.
not petty, right? Because it's a living creature.
But technically, Mark loves her just as much as I do.
okay, but outside
It's
of
not
a pet,
petty. It's not petty.
outside
Right.
of a pet, what is an object in your house? The kegerator thing we talked about the other day, the stock tank pool.
Oh, maybe. Well, Mark, the kegerator was a gift to him, so I would let him have that.
I'm really trying to think of what is something petty I would
I just
fight
think
over.
it's not
Yeah.
worth
Kev,
it.
is there anything?
I can't think of anything cool that I
It's-
have.
it's
Maybe my
just-
DJ equipment, but why would he even want that?
He doesn't want
Just
that.
My
because,
bed?
just like the
Oh.
platter.
Yeah.
I don't know. The bed is pretty expensive. We have a Tempur-Pedic, and it's really good. When you find a good bed, you want to hold on
Yeah,
to
but would
it.
you want that bed with another person?
Oh, that's a good point.
That's
Because then you're
true.
going through that whole
Do you
phase
really
of
want to
thing
sleep
again.
on the same bed? Like, say you met somebody
And
and,
then that's
you
the same
learned that
bed.
that was the
True.
same bed that she slept with her ex-husband
Okay,
in.
well, would you? I mean, petty is not the house. That's
It's
expensive.
not, yeah. I think it's hard for us to say the pettiest. For
But I
us
think
right
I think
now.
the best thing you can do is just let it go. Like when I got divorced, I left with a hefty bag full of my clothes over
Why
my
a hefty
shoulder.
bag? You don't have it over your shoulder for real, Ryan Chase. You don't have a suitcase.
I'm
you
not
literally have
kidding.
a cartoon.
I'm not
Walking
kidding.
down
On the railroad.
It was
Yeah,
like
yeah.
plaid.
Had,
got
the
the stick with the
a
knapsack.
bandana.
No,
Why would
because-
you
What
not
do you
have
have
put
in
it in
there?
Because
a
I-
duffel bag?
I wanted to live right next door. I got an apartment right next door to the house.
It still
was
doesn't explain
walking
why you threw
distance.
yourself in a trash
I just
bag.
threw everything, like socks and underwear. I threw it in a trash bag, and in the pants and stuff, I just threw it in the back of my car, and I drove everything over to the apartment. But that was the only thing I took were the clothes on my back. That was it.
I
You
think
know?
I found
it's not
what
worth
I
fighting over all of that
I
stuff.
know what I really, really want.
What
It's-
is it?
it's my PEX expansion tool for plumbing because it was very expensive and they're really
and Bruce would
badass.
fight you for that, you think?
I don't think so.
Well, now he's going to.
When you
Yeah,
first
now
had
he
the
knows.
pecs expansion, I thought it was like gym equipment for pecs, like six-pack
yeah.
equipment.
Like your
need
booties.
that.
Peck expander.
Let's see. I'm looking at our texts, and this texter says my friend's ex-husband insisted on the Solo stove that he had given to her for her birthday. You know what that is? That's that
Oh.
fire pit. The Solo stove.
How can you move?
Is
a
that the
fire
one
pit?
without the smoke?
Yes. They make them like little ones for the table, but the big ones can be like, I think, $400 or $500, and they're pretty awesome.
So
they
they're
don't
not
have
built
smoke.
into the
Yeah.
ground.
No, you
No.
can buy this
Yeah.
thing and put it in your backyard.
Oh.
The Solo stove.
yeah,
and he gave it to her for her birthday. That's crappy.
It's about half the size of a barrel, like an oil barrel.
Yeah.
It's about
Okay.
half that size. And it has some kind of place to put the firewood in. And then on the outside of it, it has some kind of like outer ring.
Yes, yes.
That breathes the smoke through or something
Right.
like that.
Huh.
It's pretty amazing, but they're cool
They're
looking. Like
pricey?
stainless steel, right? They're kind of
I feel
shiny.
like the big thing here is the premise, the principle of it was a gift to her for her birthday that he is insisting on keeping for himself. Because we've learned that
Yeah.
if you get engaged on somebody's birthday, Christmas, Valentine's Day, and it's a gift, you cannot ask for that ring back in the state of Texas. I've learned that through this show. 713-278-VENT. That's 8368 on your phone. Y'all can always call the listener line and tell us what's the pettiest thing you fought over in the divorce. All right, coming up next in Celebrity Scoop, I'm going to give us a break from Taylor and Travis talk, although Jason Kelsey did say something kind of funny about the London Eras Tour. Should we play that clip or not? Because I do love him. He's
That's
such a
not really a
meathead.
break if you're playing the clip.
So we'll vote off the air and
Okay,
come back,
deal.
and maybe you'll hear the Jason Kelsey.
Roula and Ryan's Celebrity Scoop.
On KRBE.
People are texting still. When's the next pair of Wallows tickets? Wallows is going to happen again at 11 o'clock this morning with Sam. And then we have 2 o'clock, 5 o'clock, and 7 o'clock. Tomorrow is the night at the Rustic downtown for the meet and greet, the performance, and the Q&A session with Wallows. So y'all hang tight for that. So Fez from That 70s Show. I was not a big fan of watching that like all the time, but of course I know who Fez is.
And now they have that 90s show.
Well, yeah, but they tried the 80s show and that failed. And now the
Right.
90s
That
show, where's
wasn't
that
this
launching?
cast. This is the
70s show
It's
cast?
the people. A lot of the people from that show are now in the 90s. Yeah,
But where's that airing? What stream? I mean, what streaming
Netflix?
platform?
it's on
Netflix.
Netflix, isn't it? Yeah.
So Fez is not his name. We never knew his name. Fez is short for foreign exchange student. It says here throughout the show he's only referred to as Fez, but there was nobody knows where he's from or what his last
If
name
it's
was.
foreign exchange student, why is it his name Fess?
It's spelled Fess, but they always say Fez.
How funny.
Isn't
I
that
never
crazy?
knew that.
Here's another one. I know, Ryan, you love SpongeBob. A lot of people here love SpongeBob.
My daughter,
I never
she grew up
jumped on that.
watching it, and I think it's just really funny and cute. I could watch it with her, and it was enjoyable.
One person said, I was today years old when I realized that all the houses at the bottom of the sea are mufflers that landed from pollution. And that's where
Not
they
all
live.
of them, but yeah, you
And
see.
you got the pineapple,
Yeah.
and you got
Right.
what does the starfish live in?
Patrick lives under a rock.
Yeah. And they say that the houses in the town of Bikini Bottom are car mufflers that probably fell into the ocean, thus contributing to pollution. Amazingly, cartoon shows always carry hidden messages that we fail to understand as children. But yeah, they're showing like the car mufflers versus what it looks like on SpongeBob. That's
Yeah.
exactly what that is. And then, yeah, I have pictures. I'm about to blow Irvin's mind over here because you're a SpongeBob kid. Look.
What?
Yeah.
I just thought they were super creative.
Who lives in a pineapple?
Technically, they
Love
are
mufflers.
creative, but with a hit and miss.
Okay, how about this one? Tinder is a very popular app where people get together as singles to find a match, but Match.com is already taken. What does the Tinder logo look like? Does anybody know? It's a flame because you get matches
Okay.
on Tinder.
Ah.
I have said a million times to random people, hold your horses. When somebody's like rushing you or whatever, oh, hold your horses. But I never really knew why I said that. And it turns out we say that phrase because it just means, I was 8 years old when I found out somebody says hold your horses when they're telling you to be stable. Hold your horses.
Oh,
Be stable. I did not know
Relax.
this. What else connected to, another SpongeBob thing. Krusty Krab is an actual crab trap. Did y'all know that?
Yes.
There's a picture of a crab trap
Yeah.
versus the crab. I don't think everybody catches that. You want to see the picture?
It's
yeah,
a
the
crab. Once you see it, you'll understand.
Yeah. The proprietor, Eugene
I
Krabs.
still find it odd they live in Bikini Bottom because that's
Bikini Bottom.
awkward. Yeah. Bikini Bottom.
It's a cute show.
Play on words.
Yeah.
It's been on
yeah.
for 24 years.
Has it
And
really?
they're still making new ones. Yeah, I remember it came out just a few months before my daughter was born, and she loved it right from the get-go.
And that jumped that. And that,
No.
And that was probably, I mean, I think that was probably the coolest experience I ever shared with her. I was moderating the panel with the cast of SpongeBob, and they invited her to come sit on the stage and help me co-moderate with it. And here we are, and this is right before she went off to college. Tom Kenny, he's the voice of SpongeBob. They're giving her college tips. Hey, when you go to school, and he actually, the voice of SpongeBob, Tom Kenny, he comes to Houston a lot. He's really into the music scene. He goes to Austin and Houston a lot. So...
Somebody's texting me, yes, please play the Jason Kelsey audio. I need to know what you're talking about. Jason Kelsey and Travis Kelsey have a podcast. Jason Kelsey, if you're not following sports, he was the Philadelphia Eagle. He just retired, and he basically, everybody loves him. I mean, I want to have a beer with him. He's just so fun and lovable and all everything. And he's talking in the podcast about how Taylor performs during the Eras tour, and it was just a funny exchange. Here it is.
There's something like, obviously, Taylor's an amazing singer, songwriter, but then to be able to go out there and be a performer at that level for how long? She was up there for like 3.5 hours, 4 hours?
Yeah, 45 songs, bub.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Dude, if I did what she did for
Insane, man.
one song,
Insane.
I would have to change my clothes.
Just one. Just one.
You know how big and
I'm
sweaty
in the
football
tent
player.
like, gosh, I need a break.
Yeah. Man, I'm tired of drinking these beers and Taylor's still singing.
He's so funny to me.
This
I
is
just like
amazing.
him so much.
Can't feel my hand anymore because all these friendship bracelets are cutting off my circulation.
Yeah, I mean, you were stacked. We actually got a video, if you haven't seen it, of you just being so pumped and showing Kai
was
how many
excited.
bracelets you got.
It was an awesome experience. Obviously, the Swifties make it very memorable.
Oh, yeah, it was awesome.
Everyone's so into it. They're singing all the songs. It was the 22 hat?
Yeah.
Dude, I've never cried at a f***ing
It's so cool, isn't it?
concert.
Yeah.
And I was literally tearing up watching this little girl's entire. I'm about to tear up right now. It was so special.
She got into
So
it.
It was great.
When Travis and Taylor get married, is Jason going to be like, all right, 5 years later, can we get rid of some of these friendship bracelets? I don't need like 1,000 friendship
Yeah,
bracelets
he's
in my
definitely
house.
going to have the best man speech ever.
You know what I mean? Like, it's real glittery when it's early, and then you're like, think of like your in-law, your brother-in-law, your sister-in-law does something. You're like, okay, can we not have that at the table at Thanksgiving this time? And we get a friendship bracelet at their place sitting. Anyway, I thought it's cute because Jason Kelsey is just so funny.
Hey, yo. Time for KRBE's Roula and Ryan show to tell you what's going down in H-Town.
All right, Sabrina Carpenter has extended the short and sweet tour to 33 dates, including October 27th at Toyota Center.
Oh.
Tickets will go on sale tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. through the venue site.
Get your espresso ready.
Espresso.
Espresso, not
I'm glad y'all said
espresso.
it right.
Espresso. Houston, Texas was ranked one of the best U.S. cities for naked bike riding, making it one of the largest southern cities to be listed in 2024. The
Where are
study
you allowed
found
to do that?
Right here, this bum right here was naked yesterday or the day before.
Well, no,
But that guy's just homeless.
pushing a shopping cart.
We're talking about people doing this for recreation.
I text Roula. Actually, I called you. I picked up the phone because
Yeah.
a lot of times we'll cut behind the building to get over to Elmside, get out a different red light. And I said, Roula, you might want to think twice. There's a naked man down there by the abandoned bank. And
Stripping down butt naked,
he was
bending over and showing everything.
And the
She's
security guard
juggling
went
them.
over
Look
there.
like she's about to fall over.
And we investigated further. I waited for the security guard because she walked over there by herself.
I know.
to the
she
naked
was
man.
boss.
Well,
She
we
is
knew he
a
didn't have. He was
boss.
naked. He didn't have any weapons.
Well, he had
I don't know where he was hiding.
Shopping cart.
It was
which
a shopping
should have
cart.
a weapon in it.
Yeah, and sometimes, unfortunately, the homeless aren't always mentally put together. Unfortunately, they're struggling with mental health problems. So I wanted to make sure everything's gonna be okay with her. And she just said that he's like, well, I just got really hot. I'll put my shirt back on, and it was like Ryan described as a loincloth. Whoever he found the underpants, they're just way too big for him. They're just way too big for him.
I felt sad,
and that's why
felt sorry for him.
He looked like they were falling off him.
Back to the naked biking. The study found that Houston ranked number 9 for biking naked. The 13th annual World Naked Bike Ride in Houston is actually scheduled for Saturday, September 14th at 8 p.m. They're still determining the location.
I'll be there.
But how?
Do you like to
That's
ride
so
naked?
uncomfortable, though. As a guy sitting on a bike seat naked, I can't imagine that would be really comfortable.
And for real, this isn't like a stationary bike thing. Because where are you going?
Yeah, isn't that
You
illegal?
can't be. That's
I didn't think you could be
indecent
naked.
exposure. It was like
Yeah.
a pack of naked people on bikes. You're going to
Yeah.
drive by cars with
kids in there, or
Then you'd
if
be a
you
sex offender.
ride by a
Right.
school.
Yeah, you can't be doing that.
Can't do
That
that.
doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Are you sure you're not reading a fake story you didn't realize you got
No,
duped into?
no.
Clickbait,
It's actually going to
clickbait.
happen.
You got duped into that
13th
story.
annual World Naked Bike Ride, September 14th in Houston, Texas. I did not
Let us
want
know
to see
how it
that.
feels, Ryan, when you do that back.
God, no, I'm not going to do that.
Coming up next, if you missed what happened on Roula and Ryan's Roses today, this is where we help you figure out if your mate is a cheater or not. You'll get it next on KRBE.